You need to see this before October 6. Urgent warning for all chosen ones. A massive full moon portal is about to open, and what is coming will change everything you thought you knew about your reality, your purpose, and your power. Do not miss this. It is critically important that you are prepared. The universe doesn't send warnings like this lightly, and the fact that you are hearing this message right now is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment. Your soul has guided you here for a reason, because it knows what is at stake. Before we dive into the deep sacred energies of this once-in-a-year spiritual event, I need you to do 3 very important things to anchor your frequency and prepare your vessel for the downloads that are about to come through. First, like this video to signal to the universe that you are open and ready to receive. Second, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications, because the information I will be sharing in the coming days is time-sensitive and absolutely vital for your journey. And third, go down to the comments right now and type the number 999 to signify the completion of an old cycle and your readiness to step into the new. Typing 999 creates a powerful, energetic seal around your intention, protecting you as you move through this powerful transition. Do it now. Now listen very, very closely. On October 6, 2025, the sky will be illuminated by what many will dismiss as just another full moon. They will look up, see its beautiful glow, and go about their lives, completely oblivious to the monumental energetic shift that is occurring at a quantum level. But you are not like them. If you are a chosen one, a starseed, an empath, or a lightworker, you have already been feeling it. You have felt the shift in the air, the strange electrical charge in the atmosphere. You've noticed the restlessness in your spirit, the dreams that have become more vivid, more symbolic, perhaps even prophetic. You might have been waking up between 3 and 4 a.m., your heart pounding for no apparent reason, feeling a sense of urgency you can't quite name. This is the first sign. It is the universe's silent alarm, waking the spiritually sensitive souls before the main event. This is not just a full moon. It is a cosmic gateway. It is a portal. And more than that, it is a grand recalibration of the spiritual grid of this planet. This specific full moon, in the fiery pioneering sign of Aries, is what the ancient mystics would have called a blood moon of healing. It is conjunct the asteroid Chiron, known as the wounded healer. This alignment is extraordinarily rare and potent. It means the raw, untamed initiatory fire of Aries is merging with the deepest, most sacred wounds of our collective and personal history. The purpose, not to re-traumatize, but to cauterize, to burn away the infection of past pain with the holy fire of truth and self-realization, allowing for a level of healing that has not been accessible on this planet for centuries. This is a once-in-a-year event, but the energetic signature of this particular alignment makes it a once-in-a-generation opportunity for soul-level liberation. Over the course of this transmission, we are going to break down the 11 spiritual things you absolutely must understand before this portal reaches its peak. These are not simple tips, they are divine keys. Each one will unlock a deeper layer of your consciousness and prepare you for the immense energetic influx. So take a deep breath, silence your notifications, and give this your full presence. Your future self will thank you for it. The first spiritual truth you must know is about what I am calling the Great Severing. This Aries full moon is a divine pair of scissors. Its primary function is to cut. It is here to sever the karmic threads, the soul contracts, and the energetic cords that have bound you to people, places, patterns and timelines that are no longer in alignment with your highest destiny. In the weeks leading up to this moon, and especially in the 24 hours before it peaks, you will feel a powerful, undeniable urge to let go. This will not be a gentle release. It will feel like an urgent, non-negotiable command from your soul. Relationships that have been draining you, jobs that have been stifling your spirit, belief systems that have been limiting your potential, all of it will come up for review. You may feel a sudden shocking sense of detachment from things you once thought you couldn't live without. A conversation might happen out of the blue that brings a toxic relationship to an abrupt end. You might wake up one morning with the crystal clear realization that you can no longer continue on your current career path. Do not fear this process. This is not loss, it is liberation. The universe is performing energetic surgery on your life, and the precision of this Aries-Chiron conjunction is that of a master surgeon. It is removing what is sick so that your soul can finally be healthy. Your only job is to allow it. Do not cling. Do not try to stitch back what is being cut away. The great severing is a blessing, clearing the path for the miracles that are waiting to enter your life. It is making space. The second spiritual truth, which builds directly upon the first, is the activation of the sacred echo. This is a phenomenon that only the truly awakened will be able to perceive. Once the great severing has created space in your energetic field, the universe will begin to fill that space with a new frequency. The sacred echo is the resonance of your true, authentic soul signature being reflected back to you by the universe. Think of it like this. The sun represents your conscious will, your divine masculine energy. The moon represents your subconscious, your divine feminine, your soul. During this full moon, the moon in Aries is perfectly opposing the sun in Libra. It is acting as a perfect cosmic mirror, but it's not just reflecting sunlight. Under the influence of Chiron, it is reflecting the pure, undistorted light of your own soul, the part of you that remembers why you came to Earth, what your mission is, and who you truly are. How will you experience this sacred echo? It will manifest through profound synchronicities. You will think of a song, and it will immediately play on the radio. You will have a question in your mind, and a stranger walking by will say a sentence that contains the exact answer. You will see repeating number sequences everywhere. 1111, 222, 444, 777. These are not random. These are echoes. They are cosmic winks from the universe, confirming that you are on the right path, that you have successfully shed the old skin, and that you are now in direct communication with your higher self. You may even hear your name being called when no one is there. This is your soul's frequency becoming so clear and loud that it is literally beginning to manifest in the physical plane. This is the universe telling you, I see you, I hear you, keep going. The activation of this echo is the ultimate confirmation for a chosen one. It is the end of doubt. It is the beginning of a deep, unshakable trust in your own inner guidance system. If you are feeling this resonance, if this sacred echo is speaking to you right now, type I am listening in the comments to amplify this connection across the collective. Let the universe know you are paying attention. The third spiritual truth you must be prepared for is the dream state download. The veil between the conscious and subconscious mind becomes extraordinarily thin during any full moon, but during this specific portal, the veil is virtually non-existent. Your dreams will no longer be simple processing of daily events. They will become a direct channel for 5D energetic downloads, instructional manuals from your spirit guides, and holographic simulations for your next steps in life. Pay extremely close attention to your dreams in the 72-hour window surrounding this moon. The messages will be potent, and they will contain vital information for your path forward. You may experience several types of powerful dreams. First, flying dreams. These are symbolic of the liberation you are experiencing from the great severing. It is your soul showing you how free you have become. Second, water dreams. You might dream of oceans, rivers, or even floods. This is the deep, emotional cleansing that is taking place within your psyche. If the water is clear, the cleansing is proceeding smoothly. If it is murky, it is a sign that there are still subconscious emotions that need to be acknowledged and released. Do not be afraid of these dreams. They are your soul's way of performing a deep emotional detox. Third, and most importantly, you may have what are known as classroom dreams or meeting dreams. You may find yourself in a room with other beings, some you recognize and some you don't, being taught complex subjects or being shown intricate maps and symbols. You might meet with ancestors or guides who give you direct verbal instructions. These are not just dreams. These are astral transmissions. It is crucial that you keep a journal and a pen by your bed. The moment you wake up, before you even move or think about your day, write down everything you can remember. The symbols, the words, the feelings. These are not random images. They are fragments of a divine blueprint being downloaded directly into your consciousness. The information you receive in the dream state during this portal could very well contain the master plan for the next 5 years of your life. Do not ignore it. Now, let's move to the fourth critical piece of information for this period: understanding the somatic illumination of hidden wounds. This goes directly to the heart of the Chiron conjunction. Chiron is the wounded healer, and its energy brings our deepest, most primal wounds to the surface to be seen, acknowledged, and integrated. But under this fiery Aries moon, these wounds will not surface as gentle emotions or fleeting memories. They will manifest physically, in your body. This is called somatic illumination. Your body is a living library of every experience you have ever had, and it stores trauma as energetic density in your cells, tissues, and muscles. During this portal, the moon's intense light will act like a cosmic X-ray, illuminating these pockets of stored pain. You might experience sudden, unexplainable aches and pains. An old injury might flare up for no reason. You might feel a tightness in your throat, the wound of not speaking your truth, a heavy weight on your chest, the wound of heartbreak or grief, or a knot in your stomach, the wound of fear or disempowerment. It is absolutely critical that you do not dismiss these physical symptoms as random annoyances. Your body is speaking to you. It is showing you exactly where the old energy is trapped. When you feel a pain arise, do not numb it. Do not ignore it. Instead, do this simple but powerful practice. Place your hand on the part of your body that hurts. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply into that area and ask it, "What message do you have for me? What memory are you holding?" Then just listen. The answer may come as a word, an image, or a feeling. It might be a memory from childhood you had long forgotten. Your job is not to judge it or even to fix it in that moment. Your job is simply to witness it. To give that wounded part of you the loving presence it has been craving for years, perhaps even lifetimes. By shining the light of your own consciousness onto these somatic wounds, you are activating the healing power of Chiron. You are becoming your own healer. This is a profound opportunity to release lifetimes of stored trauma from your physical vessel, making you lighter, healthier, and more capable of holding the high-frequency 5D energies that are flooding the planet. The fifth spiritual lesson of this portal is the collapse of linear time. This is a more advanced concept, but it is essential for the chosen ones who are operating at a higher frequency. During the peak of this full moon's energy, you will notice that time begins to feel strange. It may feel like it's speeding up, with hours disappearing in what feels like minutes. Or it may feel like it's slowing down, with a single moment stretching into an eternity. You may also experience intense moments of déjà vu, or its opposite, jamais vu, where a familiar place or person suddenly feels completely alien. This is happening because the intense electromagnetic energy of this lunar event is temporarily disrupting the consensus reality grid that holds the illusion of linear time, past, present, future in place. For a brief window, you are being given a glimpse behind the curtain into the true nature of reality, which is that everything is happening simultaneously in the eternal no moment. Why is this important? Because it gives you an incredible opportunity for quantum healing and manifestation. Since past and future are collapsing into the present, you can consciously access a past trauma and heal it in the now, completely altering its energetic imprint on your life. You can also project a desired future outcome into the present moment with such intense feeling and clarity that you effectively pull that timeline into your immediate reality. This is the secret of the master manifestors. During this portal, find a quiet moment to sit in meditation. Feel the energy of the moon. Now, bring to mind a past event that still causes you pain. Instead of just remembering it, imagine surrounding that entire scene with a sphere of brilliant healing pink and white light. Forgive everyone involved, including yourself. Feel the emotional charge of that memory dissolve. Then, once you feel clear, imagine your most desired future. Don't just think about it. Step into it. Feel the feelings of joy, abundance, and love as if they are happening right now. This is not just visualization, it is timeline jumping. The collapse of linear time during this portal is a sacred gift, offering you the chance to become the master of your own reality, to heal your entire past and consciously create your entire future from the single powerful point of the present moment. This is quantum alchemy, and the key is being made available to you now. The sixth, and perhaps one of the most disorienting yet profoundly validating spiritual truths you must be prepared for, is what the ancient mystery schools referred to as the aetheric unveiling. This is a spontaneous and dramatic heightening of all your dormant sensory perceptions. The veil that is thinning is not just between the physical and spiritual worlds. It is the veil that has existed between your 5 basic human senses and your true multi-dimensional sensory system. The intense, purifying fire of the Aries full moon, amplified by the soul-piercing clarity of Chiron, is literally burning away the perceptual filters that have kept you locked in a limited 3D sensory experience. Your very biology is being upgraded, and your nervous system is being retuned to perceive a broader spectrum of reality. What was once invisible will begin to become visible. What was silent will begin to speak. You must be prepared for this, because for those who are unaware, it can be frightening. But for a chosen one, it is the ultimate confirmation of your true nature. You will begin to see with new eyes. This may start subtly. You might notice the air around you seems to shimmer, especially in nature. You might catch fleeting glimpses of light out of the corner of your eye, or see sparks of blue or white light dancing in your peripheral vision. This is the first stage. You are beginning to perceive the energy of the aether itself, the very fabric of life force or prana that animates all things. As the portal's energy intensifies, this will evolve. You may begin to see auras, the subtle energy fields that surround people, plants, and animals. You might notice a soft white or blue glow around a person who is spiritually aligned, or a murky, dense energy around someone who is operating from a place of fear or negativity. Do not judge what you see, simply observe. This new sight is a tool for discernment, not condemnation. It is the universe giving you a way to instantly read the energetic truth of a situation, bypassing the deceptive masks of the ego. Beyond sight, your hearing will transform. You may begin to hear a persistent high-pitched ringing or humming sound in one or both of your ears, especially during quiet moments or when you are meditating. This is not tinnitus in the medical sense. This is the sound of the higher dimensions. It is often referred to as the celestial static or the music of the spheres. You are literally hearing the frequency of your own evolving consciousness and the energy of the planetary grid as it ascends. It may be distracting at first, but with time, you will learn to tune into it as a form of cosmic communication. Within this frequency, you may begin to hear whispers, fragments of music, or even clear words when no one is around. This is the activation of clairaudience, the ability to hear beyond the physical range. Your guides and your higher self are using this newly opened channel to communicate with you more directly than ever before. Your other senses will awaken as well. You may experience clairolfactance, smelling phantom scents that have no physical source, the sudden beautiful scent of roses or jasmine, which signifies the presence of a high vibrational being like an archangel or a master guide, or the scent of sandalwood or frankincense during meditation. Conversely, a foul sulfurous smell can alert you to the presence of negative energy. You are also likely to experience a powerful activation of your clairsentience, or clear feeling. You will walk into a room and instantly feel the energetic residue of an argument that happened hours before. You will shake someone's hand and receive a download of their emotional state. This is your empathic nature being amplified 1,000 times over. It is no longer just a feeling, it is a direct knowing. The etheric unveiling is the process of you becoming a walking, breathing, fully operational psychic instrument. The key is to remain grounded. Walk barefoot on the earth, hold grounding stones like black tourmaline or hematite. Do not fall into fear. You are not going crazy. You are finally becoming sane in a world that has been asleep. You are waking up to the true vibrant and energetic nature of reality that has been hidden from humanity for eons. If you have already started to experience any of these heightened senses, the lights, the sounds, the feelings, go to the comments right now and type "My senses are awakening." By declaring this, you anchor the experience in your reality and connect with thousands of others in this community who are going through the exact same powerful activation. You are not alone in this. Now we must move into the seventh spiritual law of this lunar portal, and this is a big one. It will directly impact your relationships and your place in the world. I call this the divine polarity test and the great magnetization of the soul family. This Aries full moon is not a gentle passive energy, it is active, decisive, and polarizing. It is a cosmic force that is drawing an unshakable line in the sand. During this period, the universe is conducting a massive energetic audit of every connection in your life. The frequency of this portal is so high and so pure that it will act as a giant cosmic magnet with two equally powerful functions. It will violently repel everything and everyone that is not in vibrational alignment with your soul's true path, and it will irresistibly attract those who are. This is the divine polarity test. There is no more gray area. There is no more sitting on the fence. Relationships will either become profoundly deeper or they will abruptly and irrevocably end. This can be painful, but it is a radical act of divine love. The people who are meant to leave your life will begin to fall away, and it may happen in shocking ways. A friendship that has lasted for decades might suddenly dissolve over a minor disagreement. A family member you were once close to may suddenly seem like a complete stranger, the energetic chasm between you becoming too vast to bridge. You might find that you can no longer tolerate certain social environments or conversations. The small talk, the gossip, the negativity, it will all feel physically repulsive to your newly sensitized energy field. Please, I implore you, do not see this as rejection. Do not chase after those who are leaving. Do not try to convince them to stay or to see things from your perspective. Their departure is not a punishment, it is a protection. The universe is clearing your path of energetic anchors, of people who consciously or unconsciously would hold you back from the next stage of your mission. Their soul has a different path, a different frequency, and to remain entangled would be a disservice to both of you. Bless them, release them with love, and let them go. It is a sacred uncoupling orchestrated by the highest wisdom of the cosmos. But the second part of this process is where the true magic lies. As the old connections are being cleared, you will simultaneously become an incredibly powerful magnet for your true soul family. These are the beings who incarnated with you, the members of your monadic group who share the same cosmic lineage and the same earthly mission. They are your tribe. Under the light of this full moon, the universe will begin to orchestrate a series of divine appointments to bring you together. This will happen in the most synchronistic and unexpected ways. You might strike up a conversation with a stranger in a coffee shop and feel an immediate soul-deep recognition, a feeling of having known them for lifetimes. You might join a new online group or workshop and connect with someone on the other side of the world who understands you better than anyone you've known your whole life. A new colleague might start at your workplace, and you will feel an inexplicable sense of ease and trust in their presence. These are not coincidences. These are activations. The universe is assembling its ground crew for the next phase of the Great Awakening, and it is ensuring that every chosen one is connected with their divine support system. When you meet these individuals, the connection will be instantaneous and undeniable. There will be no pretense, no ego games. The conversation will flow effortlessly. You will feel seen, heard, and understood on a level that you may have never experienced before. These connections will not be based on shared history, but on shared frequency. This is the great magnetization. Your only job during this time is to remain open. Say yes to unexpected invitations. Follow your intuitive nudges to go to a certain place or reach out to a certain person. Trust the feeling of recognition in your soul. These people are your mirrors, your allies, your co-creators. They are the ones who will hold space for you. who will challenge you to grow, and who will stand beside you as you step into your full power. The isolation is over. The time of the lone wolf is ending. The era of the unified soul tribe is beginning, and this full moon is the cosmic catalyst that is bringing you all home to each other. This leads us directly into the 8th and arguably most exciting spiritual truth of this October 6th portal: the spontaneous activation of latent spiritual gifts. Within the sacred vessel of your DNA lies a treasure trove of dormant abilities, a divine inheritance from your stellar origins. Every chosen one carries the codes for profound spiritual gifts: clairvoyance, prophecy, energy healing, telepathy, manifestation, alchemy, and more. These gifts have been lying dormant, locked away by centuries of collective programming, fear, and disbelief. You may have felt glimmers of them throughout your life: a strong intuition, a knack for knowing things before they happen, a comforting presence that seems to heal others, but you may have dismissed them or not known how to develop them further. This full moon is the key. The combination of Aries' raw initiatory fire and Chiron's power to heal the wound of unworthiness is creating the perfect energetic storm to switch these abilities on. It is a full system reboot, and the new operating system includes your divine birthright. This activation will not necessarily be gradual. For many, it will be spontaneous and shocking. You might be washing the dishes and suddenly receive a crystal clear clairvoyant vision, a mental movie playing in your mind's eye of an event that is about to happen. It could be something as simple as seeing who is about to call you, or as significant as a premonition about a world event. Do not dismiss this as daydreaming. This is the awakening of your third eye, your inner sight. Another gift that is coming online for many is that of channeling or automatic writing. You may feel an overwhelming, inexplicable urge to sit down with a pen and paper or a keyboard. As you do, a stream of consciousness will begin to flow through you that is not your own. You will write pages of profound wisdom, poetry, or guidance that seems to come from a much higher intelligence. This is your higher self, your guides, or even collective consciousness, using your vessel as a conduit for information that needs to be anchored on Earth at this time. Read back what you have written. You will be astounded by its depth and clarity. This is a direct line to the divine, and it is opening for you now. Perhaps the most tangible gift to be activated will be that of energy healing. You may notice that your hands become unusually warm or tingle with a palpable energy. This is the activation of your healing chakras. You might be compelled to place your hands on a wilting plant, a sick pet, or even on a part of your own body that is in pain. As you do, you will feel a flow of energy moving from your palms, a soothing, life-giving force. Trust this impulse. You are channeling pure life force energy, and you have the ability to direct it for the purpose of healing and restoration. You are a natural-born healer, and the universe is now calling your gift into service. Furthermore, your empathic abilities will graduate into true telepathy. You will move beyond simply feeling what others feel. You will begin to hear their thoughts, not in a chaotic, overwhelming way, but as clear, quiet knowings. You will be in a conversation and know what the person is going to say before they say it. You will think of a friend, and they will text you at that exact moment, confirming a telepathic link has been established. This is happening because as the collective frequency rises, the psychic barriers between awakened souls are dissolving. We are remembering our natural state of unified consciousness. The key to integrating these newly activated gifts is to approach them with humility, reverence, and a spirit of service. Do not let the ego claim them as a sign of being special. These are not tools for personal gain or to impress others. They are sacred instruments that you have been entrusted with to assist in the healing and awakening of humanity. Practice discernment. Ground yourself daily. Ask your guides for clarity and protection. This is a tremendous responsibility, but it is the very reason you as a chosen one are here on this planet at this exact moment in history. You are here to remember your power and to use it in service to the light. The activation is happening. Your true work is about to begin. We now arrive at the 9th great spiritual truth of this monumental October 6th portal, and this is where we transition from the changes happening within you to the changes happening in your access to the very fabric of universal knowledge itself. Prepare yourself, for you are being granted a key to a library that holds the secrets of all time. This is what I call the unsealing of the personal Akashic records. The Akasha is a subtle, energetic plane of consciousness that acts as a living, breathing library of everything that has ever been, is, and could be. It is the universe's hard drive, containing the complete record of every soul's journey through all dimensions, realities, and lifetimes. Access to this information has historically been reserved for the most advanced mystics, gurus, and spiritual masters who dedicated lifetimes to achieving the required level of consciousness. However, the sheer vibrational intensity of this Aries full moon, acting like a solar flare of divine truth, is burning through the energetic seals that have guarded this sacred knowledge. More specifically, it is unsealing the records that pertain directly to your soul's unique blueprint. The universe has determined that for you to fully step into your mission as a chosen one, you can no longer operate with spiritual amnesia. You must remember who you are, where you came from, and the sacred contracts you made before you ever incarnated into this life. How will this manifest for you? It will not be like reading a book. It will be a multi-sensory, intuitive, and deeply personal experience of knowing. You will begin to receive spontaneous downloads of information that feel ancient and deeply familiar. You might be listening to a piece of classical music and suddenly be flooded with a vivid, emotional memory of being in a European ballroom in the 18th century, complete with the feeling of the clothes on your skin and the scent of candle wax in the air. You might see a photograph of ancient Egypt and feel an overwhelming wave of homesickness, a deep cellular recognition of the pyramids and the desert sands. These are not just your imagination running wild. These are Akashic echoes, fragments of your past lives bleeding through into your present awareness. The purpose is not to get lost in the past, but to understand the present. You will finally understand the why behind the most perplexing patterns in your life. That inexplicable fear of deep water. It may be the cellular memory of a lifetime as a sailor lost at sea. That person you felt an instant, irrational dislike for upon meeting. You may be accessing the record of a profound betrayal in another timeline. Conversely, the person you felt an immediate, deep, and trusting connection with. You are remembering a sacred bond as allies or family in a different reality. Beyond past lives, you will begin to access future potentials. During meditation, you may receive stunningly clear visions of yourself a year or 5 years from now, living a life that is perfectly aligned with your soul's purpose. These are not fantasies. They are probable timelines that you are being shown, timelines that are available for you to choose and anchor into your reality. You may also find yourself suddenly knowing things you were never taught. You might find yourself understanding complex principles of quantum physics, ancient healing modalities, or sacred geometry, as if you are simply remembering them. This is because you are accessing the knowledge base of your own oversoul, which has accumulated wisdom across countless experiences. Your task is to become a sacred scribe of your own soul. Keep a dedicated journal for these Akashic downloads. When a memory, a vision, or a piece of knowledge surfaces, write it down without judgment. Treat these insights as sacred intelligence briefings from your own divine headquarters. You are being given access to your own soul's blueprint so that you can navigate the path ahead, not with faith, but with the unshakable certainty of a master who has finally been given back their map. This brings us to the 10th spiritual imperative, and it is a powerful one that will directly impact your physical reality, specifically your relationship with work, money, and abundance. This will be a challenging phase for many, but it is a necessary purification. This is the great financial and material recalibration. For lifetimes, humanity has been trapped in a 3D matrix of survival, built on the principles of lack, struggle, and soulless labor. We have been conditioned to believe that our value is tied to our productivity, that our security comes from a paycheck, and that we must trade our precious life force for the right to exist. For a chosen one who is now vibrating at a 5D frequency, this system is not just obsolete, it is toxic. It is a poison to your spirit, and so the universe, in its infinite wisdom and love, will no longer allow you to participate in it. Under the clarifying fire of this Aries full moon, there will be a sacred demolition of all the old misaligned structures of support in your life. This may look and feel like a crisis. You might experience a sudden and unexpected job loss, even from a career you thought was secure. Your business might see a sudden downturn, or a project you poured your heart into might abruptly fail. You may face unexpected expenses that completely drain your savings. From a 3D perspective, this is terrifying. It looks like failure. It looks like loss. But from a 5D perspective, this is a divine intervention of the highest order. The universe is lovingly, but firmly, removing the golden handcuffs. It is kicking away the crutches of a system that was never designed for your soul's thriving. It is forcing you out of the cage, even if you had grown comfortable in it. Why is this happening? Because you are being initiated into the laws of 5D abundance. In the new energy, your security does not come from a corporation or a bank account. It comes directly from your connection to Source. Your abundance is a direct reflection of your vibrational alignment. Your frequency is your new currency. The universe is teaching you a profound lesson. As long as you are living in your joy, speaking your truth, and sharing your unique gifts in service to the world, you will be infinitely and miraculously supported. As the old structures fall away, you must resist the urge to panic and scramble back to the old way of being. Do not immediately start sending out resumes for another soul-crushing job. Instead, turn inward. Get quiet. Ask your soul, what do I truly love to do? What is the gift that only I can give? How can I be of service? And then you must take a radical leap of faith and begin to do that, even if it seems small and illogical at first. Start writing that book. Offer those healing sessions. Create that art. As you begin to operate from this place of pure, joyful alignment, the magic will begin. Opportunities will manifest out of the ether. The person you need to meet will call you out of the blue. The resources you require will appear in the most unexpected ways. You will receive a check in the mail, a new client will find you, or an idea that downloads into your mind will turn into a thriving, heart-centered enterprise. This is the great recalibration. You are shifting from a paradigm of earning a living to one of receiving a living. You are being rewired to understand that your very existence is valuable, and that when you are in your authentic flow, the entire universe conspires to support you. This is the ultimate test of faith, a true initiation into co-creation with the divine. The universe is asking you, do you trust me? And when you can finally answer with a resounding heartfelt yes, the floodgates of true soul-aligned prosperity will open for you. If you are ready to release the old paradigm of struggle and step into this new frequency of divine support and soul-aligned prosperity, go to the comments now and declare, I am open to divine abundance. Feel the power in that statement. You are signaling to the universe that you are ready to graduate from the school of survival and enroll in the University of Thriving. And now, we have arrived at the 11th and final spiritual truth. This is the culmination of everything we have discussed. It is the capstone, the grand synthesis, the ultimate revelation of this entire cosmic event. All the other signs, all the activations, all the clearings, they have all been leading to this one singular, profound realization. This is the final anointing, your ascension into the role of reality weaver. For your entire life, even on your spiritual path, you have likely seen yourself as a student of the universe, a seeker of truth, an observer of cosmic events. You have looked to the stars, to the planets, to the moon, and you have asked, what will happen to me? This full moon is here to shatter that paradigm forever. The final message of this portal, the ultimate truth it is here to burn into your very soul, is this: you are not just a witness to reality, you are its author. You are not a pawn in a cosmic game, you are the hand that moves the pieces. You are not simply being affected by the energy of this full-tide moon, you are a conscious director of its power. This lunar event is not just something happening to you, it is a divine ordination ceremony. It is an anointing. You are being officially and irrevocably handed the scepter of your own divine authority. You are graduating from the role of chosen one to the role of conscious creator. You are ascending into your true identity as a reality weaver. What does this mean in practical terms? It means the end of passive spirituality. It means the end of waiting for signs, waiting for saviors, or waiting for the world to change. You are the sign. You are the savior. You are the change. The creative power of the universe, the same fire that birthed galaxies and ignited suns, resides within you. The fierce, untamed initiatory fire of this Aries moon is a reflection of your own inner creative spark. The healing power of Chiron, which has cleared your wounds of unworthiness and powerlessness, has finally made you a clear and worthy vessel to wield this fire. The lag time between your inner world and your outer world will now collapse. Your thoughts, your words, your emotions, and most importantly your core beliefs, will now crystallize into physical reality with astonishing speed and precision. You have been in training for this your entire life. Every challenge you have overcome, every wound you have healed, every fear you have faced, it has all been a part of your initiation, strengthening you, purifying you, and preparing you to hold this level of creative power without self-destructing. This is an immense responsibility. From this moment forward, you can no longer afford the luxury of a negative thought. You can no longer indulge in conversations of gossip or complaint. You cannot allow yourself to marinate in feelings of fear, doubt, or victimhood. To do so would be like a master architect drawing up blueprints for a shack when they have been given the resources to build a palace. You are an architect of the new earth, and your every energetic emission is a brick in its foundation. Your task is to become a radical custodian of your own frequency. You must consciously and deliberately choose your thoughts as if you were choosing the ingredients for a sacred elixir. You must speak only words that affirm the reality you wish to create. You must cultivate emotions like love, joy, gratitude, and peace, as if they are the most precious resources on the planet, because for you they now are. You are the alchemist. You are the quantum weaver, standing at the loom of time, and with every conscious breath, you are pulling the threads of light from the unmanifested realm and weaving them into the tapestry of a new reality. Your personal life will transform, yes, but your mission is far grander than that. You are here to anchor a new potential for all of humanity. You are a lighthouse, and your job is to shine so brightly that you awaken the memory of light in others. This October 6th full moon is your graduation. It is the universe looking you in the eye and saying, the training is over. It is time. Take your power. Fulfill your destiny. Weave. We have now journeyed through the 11 profound spiritual truths that form the sacred architecture of this October 6, 2025 full moon portal. We have explored the great severing, the activation of the sacred echo, the dream state downloads, the somatic illumination of hidden wounds, and the collapse of linear time. We have unveiled the etheric unveiling of your psychic senses, navigated the divine polarity test, witnessed the spontaneous activation of your latent spiritual gifts, and unlocked the unsealing of your personal Akashic records. We have faced the great financial recalibration and finally accepted the final anointing, embracing your ultimate role as a reality weaver. But knowledge without application is merely data. It is now time to integrate this wisdom, to ground these celestial energies into your daily life through sacred practice and conscious action. This final part of our transmission is the most critical. It is the practical, step-by-step guide for how to navigate the 72-hour peak of this portal, 24 hours before the night of the full moon itself and the 24 hours after. These are not mere suggestions. They are divine protocols designed to maximize the blessings of this event while ensuring your protection and stability. Treat this as your sacred operational manual for this cosmic initiation. First, let us speak of the crucial preparation phase, the 24 hours leading up to the peak of the full moon. This period is an energetic crucible. The energies will be building to an almost unbearable intensity. You will feel raw, sensitive, and emotionally volatile. This is not a time for business as usual. It is a time for sacred retreat. You must consciously create a sanctuary for yourself, a cocoon in which your transformation can unfold without interference from the chaotic energies of the outside world. The first protocol is radical solitude. If at all possible, clear your schedule. Postpone non-essential meetings, decline social invitations, and minimize your exposure to crowded or low-vibrational environments like shopping malls or noisy public spaces. Your energy field is being rewired, and it is extraordinarily porous during this time. Engaging in meaningless small talk or being subjected to the psychic static of a crowd can create energetic interference and disrupt the delicate downloads you are receiving. If you cannot be completely alone due to work or family obligations, practice what is known as energetic sovereignty. Before you leave your home, visualize yourself surrounded by a brilliant, impenetrable sphere of golden white light. State this affirmation aloud: I am a sovereign being of light. My energy field is sealed and protected. Only energies of the highest divine love and wisdom may enter my space. All else is returned to sender with love. This creates a powerful protective shield that will help you move through the world without taking on the emotional baggage of others. The second protocol for the preparation phase is a deep physical and energetic cleanse. Your physical body is the temple that houses your soul, and it must be purified to receive the high-frequency light of this portal. Begin by hydrating aggressively. Drink copious amounts of pure filtered water, perhaps with a squeeze of lemon or a pinch of sea salt to add electrolytes. Water is a liquid crystal, a conduit for energy and information. Hydrating your cells prepares them to receive and integrate the new light codes. At the same time, you must eliminate toxins. This means abstaining from alcohol, recreational drugs, excessive caffeine, and processed foods, especially those high in sugar and artificial ingredients. These substances lower your vibration and create energetic sludge in your system, making it much harder to process the incoming energies. Opt for light, high vibrational foods, fresh fruits, leafy green vegetables, nuts and seeds. Think of it as feeding your body pure light. On an energetic level, you must cleanse your living space. This is non-negotiable. Clutter, dust, and stagnant energy create blockages in your environment that are mirrored in your own energy field. Open all the windows to let fresh air and sunlight circulate. Then perform a smudging ceremony. Using white sage, Palo Santo, or frankincense resin, walk through every room of your home, paying special attention to corners where energy can stagnate. As you do, state the intention: I cleanse this space of all energies that are not in alignment with my highest good. I invite in the energies of peace, love, clarity, and divine protection. This simple act will dramatically shift the frequency of your environment, turning your home into a true sacred temple for the work ahead. Now we move to the peak of the portal, the night of the full moon. This is the moment of your anointing, the climax of the entire event. It is essential that you create a dedicated ritual to consciously engage with these energies. This is your divine appointment with the cosmos, and you must show up for it with reverence and intention. Here is a powerful yet simple ritual you can perform. Find a place where you can, if possible, see the moon or at least be under the open sky. If this is not possible, a quiet space by a window will suffice. Gather these sacred items: a white candle to represent the purifying fire of Aries and your own inner light, a bowl of water to represent your emotions and the subconscious realm, a pen and 2 pieces of paper, and a fireproof container like a ceramic bowl or metal cauldron. Begin by lighting the candle. As you strike the match, say, with this sacred flame, I ignite the divine fire within. I call upon the warrior spirit of Aries and the healing light of this full moon to purify my mind, my body, and my soul. Gaze into the flame for a few moments, feeling its warmth and power connecting with the core of your being. Now take the first piece of paper. This is your release paper. Write down everything you are ready and willing to let go of. Be specific. Write down the fears, the limiting beliefs, the self-sabotaging patterns, the toxic relationships, the karmic debts. Write down the name of the person you need to forgive, even if that person is yourself. Do not hold back. Pour all of the old heavy energy onto this paper. When you are finished, read it aloud one last time. Feel the weight of these things. Acknowledge them for the lessons they have taught you. Then, with a deep sense of gratitude and finality, say, I thank you for the lessons, but your time in my reality is now complete. I release you with love. I set myself free. Now safely and carefully, set fire to the paper using the flame of your candle and drop it into your fireproof container. Watch it burn. As the paper turns to ash, visualize all of those energetic cords dissolving, all of that dense energy leaving your field and being transmuted back into neutral light by the sacred fire. This is the great severing in action. Next, take the bowl of water, dip your fingers into it and anoint your third eye, the space between your eyebrows and your heart center. As you do, say with this sacred water, I cleanse my vision and purify my heart. I wash away all residue of the past, and I open myself to receive the healing and the wisdom of this sacred night. Now take the second piece of paper. This is your intention paper. This is where you will anchor your role as a reality weaver. On this paper, write down your intentions for the next lunar cycle, the next 6 months, and even the next year, but write them in the present tense as if they have already happened. Do not write, I want to be abundant. Write, I am a living embodiment of divine abundance. Money flows to me easily and joyfully from expected and unexpected sources. Do not write, I hope to find love. Write, I am in a loving, committed, soul-aligned partnership that nourishes me on every level. This is not just positive thinking. This is a quantum command. You are writing the script for your new reality. When you have finished, read this paper aloud with passion and conviction. Feel the emotions of this new reality as if you are living it right now. Fold the paper and place it under the candle or in a special place on your altar. You will keep this paper and read it daily until the next new moon to continually reinforce the new timeline. Finally, spend at least 15 minutes in silent meditation under the moonlight. Point your palms upward to receive the lunar energies. Don't try to think or analyze anything. Just be. Breathe, allow the light codes of the moon to stream into your crown chakra, down your spine, and into every cell of your being. This is your download, your activation, your final anointing. When you feel complete, thank the moon, thank your guides, and extinguish your candle. The ritual is done. Your new reality has been seeded. Now we must discuss the critical integration phase, the 24 hours immediately following the full moon's peak. What you do in this period is just as important as the ritual itself. Your energy field is like freshly poured concrete. It is highly impressionable and needs time to set. The energies will still be incredibly intense, but now they are integrating into your physical and energetic systems. The first protocol for this phase is radical rest. Your body, mind, and spirit have just undergone a massive quantum upgrade akin to major surgery on your soul. You must allow time for recovery. If possible, take the day off work. If not, make it as low stress as possible. Sleep as much as your body asks for. Take a long, luxurious salt bath. Epsom salts or Himalayan pink salt will help draw out any remaining energetic toxins and soothe your recalibrating nervous system. Avoid strenuous exercise or anything that puts your body under stress. Gentle movement, like yoga or a slow walk in nature, is ideal. This is not a day for productivity in the 3D sense. Your only job is to be a receptive vessel for integration. The second protocol is mindful consumption. This applies not only to food, but to information. Continue with the high vibrational diet. Your body is still highly sensitive, but just as importantly, you must be a fierce guardian of your mind. Do not watch the news. Do not scroll mindlessly through social media. Do not engage in arguments or debates. Your mind is wide open, and the fear, negativity, and division being broadcast through mainstream and social media can plant toxic seeds in the fertile soil of your consciousness. Instead, listen to high-frequency music, read spiritual texts, watch uplifting content, or simply sit in silence. You are programming your new reality. Be incredibly selective about the code you are allowing into your system. Finally, let's address some urgent warnings and cautions for this entire 72-hour window. These are crucial for your safety and well-being. Caution #1. Avoid major decisions. This is not the time to sign contracts, make large purchases, or have definitive, life-altering conversations unless it is a clear and guided act of severing. The emotional tides are too high, and your perception is in flux. Decisions made under this intense energy can have unintended and long-lasting karmic consequences. Wait until at least 72 hours after the peak to make any significant choices. Allow the energies to settle and for clarity to emerge. Caution #2. Beware of energetic vampires and psychic attacks. Because your light will be shining so brightly during this time, you will become a beacon. This will attract your soul family, but it can also attract beings and entities, both physical and non-physical, who feed on light. You may notice certain people in your life suddenly becoming excessively needy, critical, or provoking arguments for no reason. This is their energy body unconsciously attempting to tap into your heightened life force. Do not engage. Remove yourself from the situation with love and firmness. Maintain your energetic shield at all times. Be especially mindful of your dream state, as this is a common time for psychic interference. Before you go to sleep, ask Archangel Michael to place his deep blue cloak of protection around you and to stand guard over you as you sleep. Caution #3. Do not overshare your experiences. The profound shifts, visions, and activations you are experiencing are sacred. They are for you. Be extremely discerning about who you share them with. Sharing a sacred experience with someone who is operating from a place of skepticism, jealousy, or 3D limitation can tarnish the energy and create doubt in your own mind. It is like exposing a delicate seedling to a harsh frost. Protect your magic. Share only with those trusted members of your soul family who you know will hold a safe and celebratory space for your transformation. For now, let your experiences be your own sacred secret, a private communion between you and the divine. As we conclude this journey, I want you to take a deep conscious breath. Feel the truth of these words resonating in the very marrow of your bones. You have been guided here to receive this transmission for a reason. You are not a random person stumbling upon a video. You are a chosen one, a member of the ground crew, a divine agent of change who is here to co-create the new earth. This October 6th full moon is not an event to be feared. It is your liberation. It is your graduation. It is your homecoming to the truth of your own magnificence. The universe is calling you to step out of the shadows of who you have been and into the radiant light of who you were always destined to be. The path ahead will not be without its challenges, but you are no longer walking it alone or unarmed. You are equipped with the wisdom of the cosmos, the fire of creation in your soul, and an invisible army of light guiding your every step. Embrace this moment. Claim your power. Trust the process. You are ready. If this message has activated something deep within you, if you feel the call and are ready to answer, I invite you one last time to go to the comments and declare with all the power of your being, I am a reality weaver. My time is now. By making this final declaration, you are signing your new soul contract with the universe. You are confirming your acceptance of your mission, and remember to subscribe and share this message with anyone else you feel needs to hear it. We are in this together. The Great Awakening is not coming. It is here, and you are at its very heart. Walk forward in power, in grace, and in the unshakable knowing of who you truly are.